I always provide you with the slide. If you click on the event, you can find the link at the very bottom of the comment section. Yes. Most of my event always like post the resources in the comment. And we also have a website called nycopendata.com. I try to archive all the videos, slides there. Like MongoDB, you can find the video there and the steps, how you should install the package and do the exercises. So yes, we do. We do. We usually do screen recording, but sometimes if you record for too long, the software will hang up, so we can only have half of it. And today is my first day to record myself. I just got the recorder. So just like make sure I always have some recording, either on screen or like both screen and myself. Yes, because I want to make it reusable. You can always visit back. Since you are interested in R, I previously did the mixed effect analysis in R and carrot package, how you can do classification and regression by R. So you can check them out. Also, like the very bottom 2 event was about how can you replicate the work New Yorker magazine have done using income data along the subway station. First session is how you can do it in D3.js. The second session was taught by professor from Dartmouth and how you can do location data query. So if you have some specialty, I welcome you to teach with me. That's how this group grows so fast. And if you have like free conference room we can use, that would be great, because it's very easy to run out of space when we run the event on every Monday and Thursday. Cool. Any questions before we start? Can I pick like 3 or 4 of you? Tell me why you want to learn Shiny. Do you know anything about Shiny? Like any of you have done any Shiny before?
I tried it last week.
Yes, that was your graduation ceremony. Harrison took my R beginner class during weekend, and last Thursday was their student demo day, and he did Facebook analysis. And people has been asking me for a code all week long.
Have you sent it to them?
I haven't got a chance to post the event post. I will do it as soon as possible.
Okay.
Cool. Who else? Sunny?
So what is the question again?
Why do you want to learn Shiny?
Oh, I only see the word web. Anything related to the web is really good.
Okay, so let me give you an option. Should we do some demo like what other people have done with Shiny, or we should just jump into the course?
Maybe a small demo.
Yep.
Small demo, okay. This is my firm's website. It's sorry, let me start the join me so you can share my screen. It's really hard to read code from far away, especially in the back of the room. Okay, it's up. So if you go to the link called join.me/nyc-open-data, you can see my screen. Mandy? Luis? Who is NYC Open Data? Whose name is NYC Open Data? Anyone? Not in the room? If you're not in the room, I'm not taking you. Laurie?
Is that mine?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the link?
Here? Join.me.
It's not here.
Harrison, that was you?
Sorry. long day.
What's the code?
You don't need code. You just need to type your name and knock. It's like you're visiting my house. That's why I charge like $5 membership due to cover those software and the stuff. You can get better service. All good?
So your password is unlocked.
Oh, you shouldn't ask you for any password. Refresh the page. Okay, so demo.
I've never done it before.
If you didn't bring your laptop, your phone can also access this link too. They also have Join Me application. So this is a application made by Shiny. It's made by Yihui and one of our intern, Nan Xiao. And there is a link you can click on the second line of the web blog post. So basically what it does is you upload a picture and you choose how many dimensions you want to reduce this picture to. Like this is the original image. After you set the dimension to K, you can only roughly see the color. If you increase the K to 5 to 10, the picture start to look clear what's there. So it's a Shiny app for image compression, how much you should compress your image. Is that a cool thing you want to do? You can generate the output on the fly. Okay, so another one. This one is called Olympic Medal Tracker. It was linked to the news website, so it get updated very quickly once they post new score. And you can both see chart and the table. This is a New York Times post. You can choose the sliding bar to generate the charts. These days you can do this visualization without D3JS. Just use R Shiny and R charts. This is housing's risks and falls in 20 cities. So Shiny, if you don't know any HTML, Java, or CSS, you can still do web application, as long as you know this is a sliding bar and the main area is a plot output. Shiny will handle the details for you. Another post called 512 Paths to White House. I used to think it's made by Shiny but today I take a close look. It's made by RCharts and Slidify. I will do Slidify events very soon, so I actually tried this out, how to make it. So the guy made this in R actually took their style sheet, the CSS from New York Times, and added data. So the main part is, I think the main format is written in CSS. This blog called Timely Portfolio, he shared a lot of good demo using Knitr and RShiny. Like this one, he can make D3JS from D3JS to PDF file. So if you are in finance, you need to generate a lot of PDF, you can host your Shiny application, and by one click to plug in different parameters to generate your PDF file. So search for Timely Portfolio in the PDF, you will find the post. Also, he also did another app called he actually posted 2 videos about how can you make the visualization of path to White House. You can check it out. How many of you have heard Mike Bostock? Mike Bostock. You know that, you know him, right? What does he do?
He wrote a book about D3, didn't
He made this ray,
he? That's even better.
and he works for New York Times, so you might come across his name very often. And cool. So you can use Shiny to make some calendar look live application. First, pick index. You can see the output right away. This is Yahoo Finance data. Anyone want to do similar things like this? Oh, what else? Okay. Can you see the drawing me fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Another example is dialect survey map across the country. How do you say umbrella? So in the small corner, you can see people say it differently and how they distribute across the map. You can turn this map into clickable or choose them by city. You can choose insurance. Once you finish your selection, the plot will be updated automatically. So our studio is giving 2 free servers, one called Spark. That's why you can see very beginning of the link is sparkrstudio.com. Another server is called Glimmer, glimmerrstudio.com. This one is how you can draw a Christmas tree by R. You can see how old is the tree. 2 years old. 6 years old. 8 years old. And you can see your age. Make it Christmas. And I'm drunk. I'm a mathematician. Did you see a difference? The tree turned to lines. And global warming is a myth. Cool. Okay, what else? Think that's it. I only prepared this much of demo, but if you want to like search for more examples, you can go to r-bloggers, and go to the search bar here, search and enter, do Shiny. You can find 289 research results for Shiny. Most of them are very, very good. Cool. Awesome. So, yes, let's get started. Let's go to tonight's slides link. It's nycdatascience.com Shiny intro index HTML page. So I just showed you a field demo. So what Shiny do is you can append your dataset, and from user interface, you can select the sliding bar, the checkbox, you can type number, you can upload a file, download a file to make it very interactive for your user. And usually Shiny app takes two files. One is called ur.r, the other is called server.r. Use two files, you will be able to generate your own web application. So main functions, I will cover the functions in a few slides. Advanced feature, all of them look advanced. And you can share your app with others by hosting your own Linux server or host it on RStudio server. Just write to them, like search for Shiny server. There is a sign up link. You can say, I want account on Spark or Glimmer. Okay, so I hope at the end of tonight's event, you will be able to do a case study. You can upload a file and do a linear regression and output the result on the web page. That's the goal. Okay. So, it's kind of cheesy to see those things. Like R is great, R is super awesome. But that's the truth. Also, once you start to host your result on web, it's much easier to access for a user. Like you want to tell your boss, this year we are getting 20% more sales. Do this on the web, and he can project that, and it's a better chance to get a bonus. So it's called effective communication. Shiny came out in November 2012. In the past, there are a few other R packages help you to host application online, like R Apache, RServe, RNuke, but none of them like create big impact in our community till Shiny comes out. Shiny give you a lot of widget, like the sliding bar is widget, the plotting output is widget. If you don't know any HTML, CSS, JavaScript, it's fine. But if you know that, you can make your interface better. I'm starting an online class to teach you how can you customize them. And also, Shiny allow you to make bootstrap element easily on your application. Like bootstrap, you can say what type of theme it is, like different color panel. You can connect the effects with your Shiny apps. Do you know anything about reactive programming? What does that mean? Yeah, reactive. What? That's right. And what's the best example? Okay, that's right. It's just like using Excel. You type A equal to 5, cell B is A times 2. Every time you change A, the other cell will change. Shiny is the same way. Okay, if you have your laptop, please follow me. First, open your R and install the package called Shiny. You can either type the command called install.packages shiny or go to RStudio and click on the packages tab and click on install packages and type Shiny there. When you're done, raise your hand so I know I can move along. Good, you guys are good students. You must done this before. Okay, so let's run an example. Do run example, double quote, 01 underscore hello. Oops. Yeah, sure. It's on the slide number 7. After you install the Shiny, you should load this by running the command called library Shiny. You can either run this on command line or click on package and search for Shiny. And make sure there is a little check in front of Shiny.
So, library
Shiny, library Shiny.
is after that.
Run example. Yes. Did you have the slides? This is the command. Do you have the slides or join me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. The browser should bring up a page like this. Did you all get this running? Cool. What? Say it again. Yes, you should get this.
I only see the bar, the slider, but not the.
You don't have this one?
Yeah, Because we have that run into the whole work.
Run. Okay, guys. Let me show you how to do this. Do you all have RStudio?
Run example produces something else.
Really? Can you restart your arm? Looks like it's competing for the connection. Can I see a warning? Okay, guys, please check your R version. You can check from the tools. I expect you to use 3.0.1, the R version. I'm not sure why you guys didn't see the plot, but I can take a look after this. I use Chrome. It's a browser problem. Try Chrome instead of IE or Firefox. But I'm pretty sure Firefox works. I tried this on Firefox, Chrome, and Safari before. It works for me. Not sure why. Okay. So, what did we find? First, there are 3 sections. The top is the header panel. Left side is called sidebar panel. That's your input. That's the user. User can do any action in this section. The main panel takes input from the sidebar panel and pass to here. So this example is like I'm joining how many examples to show the histogram of normal distribution. The more you draw, the more it's close to a bell shape. So we can try it out. So what problem with this one? It's very computation expensive. The computation cost is very expensive because every time you do something, it's posted to the server and post back to you. So later I will show you, you can have an option like submit button. You can like tell the server I am asking you to refresh and send the response back.
Our example seems multimodal.
Multimodal.
Oh,
Oh, you got a little kitty plot. That's good.
Maybe just in the version.
Huh. You are using R3.3 in my effect because you're using different shiny version. Good for you. It's like you get an egg with 2 yolks. Cool. So let's go over there are 2 files. One is user the R, one is server R. So let's go over the details of the file. First, you call the library. You load the library into a memory. Next, you're using a main function called shiny UI. And another function nested inside of shiny UI called page with sidebar. And inside of sidebar, you can see header panel, sidebar panel, and the main panel. And you can map up the name, the word you type there. Hello shiny, observation, number of observation, minimum, maximum value, and output a display plot. Everyone understand what's going on here? Like Java. Wow, never heard this type of comment before. So you should be able to like change the minimum maximum easily, right? And you can change the name hello shiny to hello Richard, hello Mandy easily, right? You can change the name of the histogram. So just pay attention here. You are using a function called slider input. That's how you get a sliding bar. Later you will use other different functions like checkbox, radio button. Okay, let's take a look at the server function. First, shiny server is the big wrapper. And you have a function called input output. And this is explanation. It's about reactive. And you get to define a output. I'm not sure it's a list or data frame, but it's an object. And it has an element called this plot, which is defined in the UI file. And you're saying, I want to render a plot. And it will be normal distribution plot. You get OPS, the observation from the sliding bar, and it's a number like 300. And you generate a random, you generate 500 random numbers from the rnorm function. Do you all know what rnorm do? So R means I'm generating a random number. Norm means I'm generating from normal distribution. So you can see other function like R uniform. So it will be RUNIF. So it's two parts. Generate random number and from which distribution. They combine together is a randomization function. Make sense now? And you draw the histogram using the random number you just got. Cool. So you can change the distribution very easily, right? Cool. So this is a visualization how it works. First, you input something. It can be a mixture of sliding bar, checkbox, upload file. It will post to your server. After server finish your request, it posts back to your interface. And in more detail, you pass them by variables. From user R, you get the input $OBS observation. You post to server, and the render plot function will take the input and post back the output this distance plot. You can go like 2 slides back and check them out where exactly the variable are defining the file. This is input OBS. This is the render plot. And you are posting the result back to the function called output this distance plot. The result will return to the UI file. Questions?
What can you modify as a UI? What are those files?
How to define the file?
What are they? Yeah.
How
Like-
to find the file?
Like find them from this example.
Yes. So if you search for R shiny R Studio tutorial, you will get to the first link the second link. Click on the tutorial. It's the tab here. You can like walk through this file step by step. There is a previous and next. So we are at the second page. You can copy paste the UI file into your own folder. Like here I make a folder called Meetup folder. Make a folder here and copy paste the server.r and UI.r here. Underneath your Shiny demo folder. Go to RStudio Shiny tutorial page and click on the Hello Shiny and copy the UI.r and server.r file. Make two .r files in your own folder. Make a subfolder, please, because when you run the application from .r file, you need a folder name. Copy the whole UI.r file, save into your own R folder. Make sure there is one folder. Click on files. Okay, good. So I saw some of you already saved the file into a folder. And you can go to one layer up. Like I put the files in the Shiny _meetup. And I'm setting this folder as my working directory. You can click on more. First click on the file tab here. Click on more and choose the third option, set as working directory. And you can run a function called run app and put your file name there, folder name. Bye-bye, it's up. So click on files tab first.
Oh, okay.
Then click on more. Choose the third one, set as working directory. Go to Shiny. Go to tutorial on their webpage. Click on Hello Shiny. You get two files in the box on the page. supposed to make one folder, and the folder name shouldn't be server.r or drive.r. It should be like shiny demo or exercise 1.
So any name is okay.
Any name is okay, as long as the 2R file is called server.r.
Other special
Okay. It's wrong app. It's yes. Let me type it here. Wrong app, and the folder name.
Created chunks of yeah. Our screen.
How many of you have get your first shiny app running?
All you have to do is which one you're doing. Once in your life.
I'm pretty sure the file is wrong. So click on this one. So you have so here is your added. Please help. Get everyone up to speed.
So I made a folder with these files. Sourced it.
So
Windows?
no, it doesn't work because I didn't download it. I'm asking you to go to the file folder.
This is our studio. So
And it's go one left. And instead of this, after I go apps,
Yeah. Thank you.
don't worry.
once you understand
Guys, can you pull that out in the middle of those trees? So you should go to
so this part I don't understand. When I run it, it goes to
oh, this one it's double dash. And you shouldn't give it
right. But that's only for stepping up.
one shiny.
Just wait for
Oh, so if it's
this one.
Yeah, but this one is like
Which usually makes the code. Let's say, okay, so if this is running, right, but if it runs, if it's running, it escape. Come back. Is this case? If I run again, it's safe. It's one I think beginner questions. Yes.
So yeah, you have to say
That's done.
drive
That's no, that's UI. So that's UI. In one folder. Yeah, you have to. You should create a folder. No, we cannot image it. That's the file. Computer. That's kind of cool. It's so easy. But more complex examples, it doesn't say.
Yes, I just changed it on the size and see all the variables.
So you can still choose. Yeah, but I guess they have access to the same variable.
I mean, right now, it's doing and you tell me if you want this
Oh, well, just
she said like spots.
so people can set up for this. So you can save it.
But hit escape before you type. Escape. Yes.
And person, you said what you want.
I didn't type.
Yes. So
But not this file. Just picks up.
I'll change it to the working directory to that folder.
Guys, how many of you get the first one? The wrong apps. Cool. Cool, let's move on to next one. So this page you just searched, if you follow them step by step, you can run all the examples they have. Like example 1 to 9, pick up different part. Like the first part is about plotting. The second part you can do text, do input, output, and debug. Each topic have a special focus. Forget laptop. That's you, I know. Okay. So let's move on. I was trying to mention the same thing like Excel. One cell change, another corresponding cell will get updated directly. Next, let's run example 0 to text. First, use ESC key on your laptop to quit previous session. And you should be able to see the shining text. So, wrong example. So, wrong example is a function inside of shining. You are calling the .r files in package. When you run wrong apps function, you are using your local files. So they're different.
It's on slide 18.
So first, escape twice. Make sure you exit previous session. And to also text. see how the output change based on your selection. You can choose different dataset. Choose how many observations you want to see on the web page. So when you run the function called run example, all the file is already in your package. It comes with Shiny. When you run app, it's your own files. That's the difference. And let's take a look of the source code of this one. Go to the Shiny tutorial file, the page. It's the third tab called Shiny text, and you can see the detail of the UI. So it's the same thing. First, we have Shiny UI function, page with slide bar, header panel, sidebar panel. Right now you have two more functions. One is called select input. The second is numeric input. That's why you can choose numbers and choose drop down. In the main panel, you are using different text output with that style. So you actually can have style in your text words. The second function you haven't seen is called table output. So you are showing how much data you want to display there. Any question?
So the view is taken from the server variable.
No, actually, if you take a look at the Shiny text, it's a default parameter passing to the table. It's saying show me the table. So everything inside is the parameter. If you do table output, first copy paste this function because R is case sensitive. If you type output lowercase, you can't find the help function page. Copy the function name, click escape key twice to get out of the current session. Do question mark, table output. You will be able to see the definition of the function. So the view is output ID.
So is the string view a built-in ID, or is that defined? So
It's like OBS. When you code OBS, it becomes an ID.
Can you put any name like view one, view two, and
Yes.
use it?
Yes, as long as they are corresponding to each other. You notice once you exit the session, it becomes gray. It's not active anymore. Okay, let's turn this off. Yeah, sure. By Shiny? You need to buy Shiny Pro because Shiny, you can host Shiny on Amazon Cloud. You can define how much memory, how fast, how many people can concurrent access this application. You can do that. Okay, let's keep reading the server.r. Because this dataset comes from a library called datasets, that's why we first load this library. If you don't have this library and you download the UI and server.r file in your local folder, it won't work. Make sure you install and download this folder if you are doing the same thing like we do the example 1. So the same, we have Shiny server. First line is always like function input output. You have dataset input. Define them as reactive type. And rock, pressure, cards are the drop-down menu. And they are related to the dataset called rock, pressure, and cards in datasets. So if you type rock in your command line, everyone try to do that. If you don't see it come up, you should install the package called datasets. Run rock. Do you all have rock? And the pressure? And cards? It's a dataset already come up with library called datasets. So each library, they will give you some sample dataset to get started from. Can you see pressure? Awesome. So if we change the rock into rockstar, what shall we see on this example? So if I change the first rock, the one in the quotation mark, into rockstar, what will change in the application? What? Yes, that would be rockstar. If you change the second rock into rockstar, what will happen? Yeah, undefined dataset. If you click on the first option, it won't show up. So you see the difference? Cool. So next, let's take a look at the summary part. You use output $sign summary. It's the new object you're making. You have another one called object view. First render print, second render table. You're doing a summary statistic over a different dataset. This dataset will be the one you choose from here. And in the render table function, you wrap a function called head. Head function give you the first default. If you don't put any number there, you do head cards, you only get 6 lines of card. So go back to your RStudio and do escape twice, get out of it, head cards. You only see first 6 lines. But if you do cards, comma 10, you will see the first 10 lines of the code, or 10 lines of the dataset.
So as is just a function to view also.
The first few lines of
First few lines of
yes.
the data.
Yes, so if I bring this example up again, you can see if I keep shorting the list, increase the list, it comes with the number. That's how it works. And that's how you plug in your dataset. You can check it out by doing summary cards in your RStudio as summary cards. The printout is the same thing like you get from the web application page. This section, this is your summary output. This is the table output. Does this make sense to you? Okay, let's move on. So right now it's like you're in the process to grab all the tools you want. In the end, you should make something. Next, let's run an exam called reactivity. Okay. Right now we can change the title of data summary to 2 or the date, March 2014. You have the choice to make the title on the fly. The rest part is the same, like example 2. Let's take a look what's different in the UI and server file. Is someone sending a request? Ripping? Who is ripping? Oh. Okay. So, application title, sidebar, main panel, always 3 sections. What changed here is we have one more function called text input. This is the variable called caption. This is the actual printout. You're changing data summary here. It will paste back to the caption. Sorry.
Captions is a variable.
Yes, it's like OBS. OBS will post, the 10 will post to OBS. This is the like hints, some explanation.
So caption becomes data summary.
The first one, you can take a look by copy the function name. Do a question mark. Ooh. The first one is the input ID. It's the variable name.
Okay.
The second one is label. Third one is value.
I see.
If you put 10 there, that would be your default value. If you don't put anything there, it's empty. And how does the server file change? You have one more section here called output $ caption render text for me. And the input ID is caption. Good? Can we move on? Okay. We're a little bit slow today, so let's grab the upload file then. Click on the uploading files. Run the example 09 upload. What did you find? You can upload file. Let me choose one. I have one here. It's displayed here. Nice. And you can also download file. If you need help, raise your hand. Because we're running here, go to upload page and go down. Go to the upload file page. grab the wrong example function. It's for example 09. Just scroll down to the page. Do you like shiny more at this moment? Okay. Our studio people will be very happy to hear that. Okay, so let's see. In order to help you make tonight's requirement, what else do we need? We need a regression example. Okay, so I think you have all the tools already. Because when we do the summary cards, you're printing the result. Right now, the exercise I want you to do is to do a summary of the linear regression. Do you know how to make linear regression? LM? So you already know how to upload the file. Try to grab the UI.R and the server.R file from the uploading files page. Let's go over this before you jump into the exercises. Make it bigger. Okay. 3 sections. Here, here, here. So what happened in the sidebar panel? We have the input ID called file1. The label is choose CSV file. We are accepting a file either TXT or CSV. And we have the options like comma separate or plain.csv. So this part you can just grab it when you do the exercises. Checkbox, radio button. This part you don't need to use it. It's like how you format your CSV, whether tab separate or other separator. So you only need to grab this part. How about the server file? That's your in file equal to input $ file1. File1 is the first element in your function call. You're saying if the file is empty, return nothing. If you have the file, you run the function called read CSV based on the path, header, separator, quotation mark. So when you do the exercises, you don't need the header part, separator part, quotation mark, because you can set default as you have header, you have separator as comma, and you have quotation mark. So starting from those 2 files, you can run an app called Exercises Tonight. You should have exactly the example 9 and change the output into linear regression summary or just a summary. So this one is printing the table for you. I want you to do a summary LM over 2 variables. Like I have variable age, ID, it doesn't make sense. But if you have better data set, like you want to do regression between age, education to predict income level. You can make like 4-line code, 4-line data set. Do a regression, print out the summary. Do you feel confident enough to do that?
He wants to do it with that data or with any data?
With any data. So you can make a data set like REG, regression data set, equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 to 20. Change the regression data set into an array. Dimension 4 to 5. Right now I'm making my dummy dataset. I put 1 to 20 into a 4 times 5 matrix. So you can do similar thing. Define the dataset as reg_data. Do array, 1 column, 20. Define the dimension as 2 times 4. Did you get the dataset? Cool. Oh, actually we can use cards or movies. We don't need to make the dummy dataset. Let's see, cards. Okay, actually it's easier, but we only have one speed, so that will be 1x, 1y. Let's see whether we can do this. Cards, speed, cards, speed, distance, cards. We get a regression. If you want summary statistic of the model, you can just wrap a summary. Do a summary first, copy paste the linear regression part inside of summary. And you can get more information about this linear regression model. Okay, that's your goal. You need to print this summary of statistics into the web page. You have all the tools you need. Anyone have any clue how to do this? Walk me through the process. Come on, it's your turn. Tell me how you should approach this problem. How can we can save the cards into a local txt file and pretend we upload this to the web page and print out the summary statistic. Do you know how to save it into file?
My CSV, right?
So the format to write the cards from existing dataset to your file is write.csv cards and the file cards.csv. Make sure you are saving to the folder you want. Cards. Okay, I have the cards file here. That's the command. Can you see it? That's why we have drawing me, guys. Okay, next step, let's grab the example 9's code. Guys, you should ahead of me now. So let's go to the example 9's page. It's under RStudio webpage. Click on Shiny, click on tutorial, and pick the one as uploading files. Scroll down, copy paste the ur.r, server.r, just like you did for example 1. Make sure put them into different file folder. I can say Shiny Meetup exercises. Shiny Meetup exercises. And save my new UI server file here. I saw many of you only open the console, but if you want to bring the editor window up, you can click on the little plus sign and open a R script file. This is my Shiny exercises. This is the UI.R file. Cool. Let's grab the server.R file too. Okay, then we can go to up folder, one layer up, go to, like here, I have Shiny Meetup exercise folder underneath of my rcoder folder. I'm going to rcoder folder, set this as my working directory, and do run app, Shiny Meetup exercises. It come up. So I have the nice example running, and I can choose cards I just made and bring it up here. Now we have half of the task complete. Tell me, how can I bring the summary statistic on the web page?
So if we go into the server page.
Okay. Where should I change it?
Make the read.csv variable in front of that.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay, I can assign this to file.
Sure.
File X size file. Cool.
Then underneath it, put your summary and then your LM instead of cars using that variable.
I see. Copy this part.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do I need to do? Do I need to wrap a function out of the summary? Let's try it. Let's see whether the app changed. Ooh. Good job. Yes. Awesome. Did you know NR? Awesome.
Oh,
Good. Do you want to do some plotting here?
I want to what?
Plotting. What's the relationship between speed and distance? Bring the plots. How can we bring the plot to the web page? Did you notice?
Plot. We just use plot and that whatever that variable is.
Did you notice when we print out the summary, it's a table? It's a table output. What if we want like the detail? So if we do summary linear regression here, we have a lot of detail about the regression. How can we print the detail instead of the table? It's not working. If you just put plot and summary there, none of them will show up. So let's take a look of the other print. Find the closed example and use it. Did you see anything close to the summary we want? Does this look close enough? The shiny text one? This part. Let's take a look. How did we print out the summary here? So in the interface file, we have a main panel. We can change this main panel into this one. What else? In the server side, there is an output summary part. Still getting this. Let's bring summary up.
This is awesome. Thank you.
See you. I tried to bring the content I just put in the render table to render print. Still the same thing. Let me bring the whole part to this one.
In that summary, are you using the existing variable files?
Yes, because I'm like loading the file from input. I'm moving everything inside of render table into render print. Hope it can solve the problem. Do you think that will solve the problem? Guys, you should try to think hard. What's going on? Why we are not getting what we want? Nothing showed up. Suggestions. How can we combine two stuff, both work? Make it working.
In UI.
In UI file? What should we put?
First one and then the second.
This one? Can you tell me what should I put?
The name of the variable.
Do we have to pass a variable name back to the UI?
Yes, you need to pass the file to UI first. So we are passing the file 1 to server.
Right, but when we're passing back those two elements that we need to display, the two pieces of data, we have to define them as some other name because there's two now? Maybe not.
We need, because in this example,
Because when there's one, it just takes what it gets. Right?
in this example, we are printing this part and this part, summary and the table. I feel like the summary is closer to the summary statistic printout. That's why I'm using summary print. Guys, spot the problem, why it's not working.
Contents and summary. So you need to name the, in UI you have to use contents and summary.
Contents and summary?
Or summary and contents. That's the names.
Which part?
In UI.
In UI. Where?
In main panel.
In main panel. What should I put?
First the summary is fine, and then the next one is table output contents.
Why we're changing this into content?
Because that's the name of the server. Server.r, the variable.
This one?
Contents, yes.
Okay, I see what you mean, but let me uncomment the part here. You're saying we're corresponding this one? Content to UI content?
But then we have two summaries also.
Two summaries.
In contents we have another summary.
Yes, here is a summary. Here we have another summary. This is element of object. This is a function call. So they're different.
But we have the same thing.
Yes, but you are saying we should only put this part in one of them, right? So which one we should pick? You want to keep the content part, right? Okay, let me comment this part out. Still a table, because we are rendering table here. Make sense? We want some comment. We want some text print out. Anyone get the answer? Harrison?
Good stuff.
Find a way to debug it. Lori, did you get it? Any clue? You guys know me, I don't give solutions. You have tried it. I never just give solution away.
What do you want to do? Do you want to plot or you want to
I want the
summary?
summary statistic of linear regression.
So you want the two, you upload the file and you have also the summary. So you have two tables display.
I don't want table. I only want the summary. The summary of linear regression. It's this. So the previous table was the summary statistic, but it's a table. I want more information, like summary, linear regression.
Have we defined the columns, like when you upload onto that sheet, it just kind of prints everything out?
That's right. So what's the best way to just print everything out?
So I think
Can we just dump the result into the web page?
Define what the headers are, and then from there, maybe make it as like a data frame.
No, I want this stuff to print on the web page exactly, instead of convert this into a data table. How can we print the summary? What? Text? So we already get the upload part work. We want to find out what is the closest tool we should grab from the shiny tools. I feel like this is close to what I like, but the summary doesn't look like what I want. I copy the summary part and pass the file 1 and do a summary here. It doesn't work. So what's the problem? Can we find something closer? Render print should be better than table, right? Because we're not asking for a table. This is what we get so far. We have the statistic, but it's a table.
Like 4 people.
It's my first time. I want you to bring the summary. Just like when you do summaries, then you have a few like coefficients, R squared, a lot of information. I want you to bring the information instead of table. Because table only pick up the coefficient.
You want all that responses?
I want the whole statistics summary. Anyone? Get free dinner next time. Free dinner next meetup. And guarantee spot in the first session. I was just lazy and used the existing
How's that? Because you're gonna have to fill an example. I think. So this you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to change it. That's what I'm doing. Taking the old thing and all out. We need something that's gonna fall over. Summer and reserve. That's what I was asking. So the old one, we had this thing that had comments, right? We render a table based on comments. Well, new ones. I need to build ones for output summary and output.
Let me try this one. Okay. So, what's your name? Sonai. So what Sonai did is, he did a linear regression and did a plot linear regression. It gives you the regression fitting. He did the regression first, LM, on speed, distance, carts, and he wrapped a plot. Yes. So he was trying to render the plots using render table. Try render plot. So in my slides, I mentioned what are the options, what are the functions you can use. So let's go over the slide really quickly. So render plot, renders render print, render table, render text. Maybe we should try render text. Do you think that will work better than print? It's page 19 on my slides. Render is the secret. No, it's not rendered. So the new RStudio, you can change things and see the result right away. It's called representation mode. I haven't downloaded the new one yet, but you're supposed to do the same thing like you do in Dreamweaver. You added the TXT file, HTML file, and their output is right there. You have it? You have seen it?
I just downloaded it.
So you
If
have.
I make the change and I refresh my browser, I can see it.
I see.
It's my output.
I should get a new one. Okay, so something wrong with the render text. Render text expecting environment expression. Visualization.
I mean, you forgot to define output.
That's right. Guys, I need to leave this as homework to you. Yes, because I want to mention a few things so you can keep learning on your own. So first, our Shiny also have like tab set. Tab set means you can make several tabs here, like summary, table, plots. Make more comprehensive analysis. Also, does this look familiar for you? It's a bootstrap object called data table. Basically, you can click to sort them, and different lines have color highlight. So it come with Bootstrap sim. You can connect Bootstrap to Shiny. Also, after you done certain things like clean up your dataset, like you can make a button to remove missing data NA, or you can take the maximum minimum out. After you finish every step, you can offer the download button. The dataset will save into a TXT or CSV for you. Also, you also want to check out the button, which can like stop reactive way of fetching result, so the computation cost can be reduced. That's it. That's our intro level. Hope you like it. And can I get some help? I always have the moment of choose. Do you know what that means? Mike? Yes. choose in the past. Because I'm the cameraman.
Alright.
I'm not looking at you. You can tell.
Alright.
Choose.
We're that. I'm trying to do this the wide way.
Okay, you can go backward.
Yeah, I think so.
And finger.
Alright. That's cool. That's good. Did I hit the right button?
The right.
I hit the wrong button.
Wrong white button.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Slide to unlock. Yeah. You have to unlock.
Yes, here.
Alright.
Right here.
Alright. Thumbs up or down.
Up or down.
See if it takes it. I don't hear a click. Alright.
Mike, you're turning my up to down.
Yeah, who knows? I'm used to an Android, so unless this Apple does it silently and doesn't show you anything.
Anyone use iPhone? I'm sorry.
I was trying the white button on the screen, but that wasn't responding.
Mike, use your vote.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Two hand. Another one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Thank you for coming and send me solutions so you can get free meal next time. Also, if you want to learn more, we're offering the online course on April 1st. April 1st, online. April 1st.